Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Being Software Engineer. My name is Akash. So today in this video we are going to learn tips and tricks and some common mistakes which candidates do in the interview. So we are going to learn like how we can avoid those mistakes and how we can make our interview better. So let's start. So why I choose this topic is because I take a lot of interviews for my company across all the locations of my company across the globe. So I thought of making videos because I have very good experience on taking interviews. So I take interviews and I get to know the common mistakes which candidates do. So I thought of sharing that with you. So let's get started with the common mistakes. So before that, I would like to tell you that these are many things. Every mistake or every tips is a itself is a topic. So I will try to cover it in a short way. But if you want me to explain any of the tips or the mistakes, how we can solve it, then let me know in the comment box. I will make separate video on that. So the first suggestion would be like keep the introduction short. You can start with your name and then your years of experience and then the skills which you are expertise in, and then start with your with the company which you are currently working in, and just explain your role. And then you can tell about your achievements which you did in your current project. I would suggest you to not talk about your previous companies and previous projects unless it is asked. So you can ask once after completing your introduction, you can ask interviewer if he wants to know about your previous experience also. Most of the time he will not interested in that. So if he is interested, you can just explain him everything. If he's not interested, you are good to go with the short introduction. So next tips will be like don't hurry to answer the question. Just understand the question properly and then appear for that question. So let first interview complete his question and then start answering the question. And if you did not understand the question, ask him the cross questions or ask him to explain the question in different way. Or if you are not able to understand his accent, you can ask him to type that particular thing in chat box so you can understand what he's trying to ask. So this is what I do. If somebody cannot understand, I just type it in chat so they can understand. So the next tip I would tell you is never provide wrong answer. It's a very bad impression if you provide wrong answer. You can always guess, like you can say that I am not sure of this answer of this question and I would like to guess. If it is correct, that's good for you. If it is wrong, then there is no problem because you are guessing. So it is a trick which you can use if you're not sure of the answer, but never provide a wrong answer. Yeah, so one more tip I would like to give you is try to answer the whatever you know. If you, let's say the question is what is collection in Java, you know little, like there is array list, there is a linked list, there are some maps, but you don't know in detail. So you can just tell him whatever you know. The interviewer gauge your question answer with the ratings, like they have to rate regular, senior or junior or insufficient based on the answer you provide. So if you provide little answer, the basic answer, at least you can get the junior level or regular level of seniority for that particular question, and your overall score will be better at the end. So try to provide as much as knowledge you have. So the next thing is coding task. So it is very important part of the interview. It is the milestone of the interview, I would say, because if you crack the coding task, if you provide the solution with the best time complexity, best space complexity, then you would have most of the chances to crack the interview. So you should always prepare for the coding questions, and you should always think in mathematical way, like what things you need to solve this particular task. And once after you know the steps, you can just formulate those in programmatical way. Okay, this is itself is a big topic, so if you want me to explain that in separate video, I can make that and I can explain that. Yeah, so one more thing I would like to tell you is take a note of every question you could not answer. So sometime you could not answer some questions and you may forget that, but I will say that always take a note of questions you could not answer, so that it will be helpful for you in the next interviews. Like there may be chances that I would say there are high chances that the other interviewers will also ask you the same question. So take a note of it and prepare it for the next interview, and you'll be good to go. The next tip I would like to tell you is always read the JD, the job description, and prepare your do your preparation according to the job description, the roles and responsibilities, and most importantly the mandatory skills which are mentioned in the job description. So always read that, and I'm not sure what kind of question he will ask, but I can definitely tell you that he will ask you questions on mandatory skills. So always prepare for mandatory skills, and prepare a question around it, and that is for sure he is going to ask, because nowadays we are also being asked to ask questions on mandatory skills. So we take interviews for projects, and we get the requirement like what the project want, and we have to ask the questions around the mandatory skills only. So that is the key point I would like to tell you. The next tip I would like to give you is never repeat yourself. So there are many candidates who repeat the answer. I mean, repeat the same thing again and again just to make the answer bigger. I would say that try to provide straightforward answer for the question asked, and try not to repeat your answer just to make it bigger. It gives really bad impression. I think I would tell you, like so always ask cross question, as I already said, if you did not understand the question, and you can ask him if he is expecting the short answer or the descriptive answer for the question. If he says describe hash map, describe the internal working of hash map, then you have to provide him descriptive answer. So like if he asks like how hash map works, you can just say on hashing algorithm. But if he wants to know more, you can ask him after the answer, do you want to know more about it, or you're fine with that? So he can tell you what he is expecting. So while answering the question, always think of the scalability, maintainability, and the performance of the solution. And the last thing I would tell you is never do cheating in the interview. I have seen many candidates doing cheating in the interview. So there are many tricks, and tricks they use while cheating in the interview. Some keeps computer aside, some keep mobile, and some of the candidate keeps two screens. So that's all for this video. If you want me to explain any of the topic, let me know in comment box, and I will make sure that I will make separate video on that. So so I would make more videos on interviews, and I would like to cover many such topics like resume and all, and there are many things I want to cover. So please subscribe my channel and stay tuned. So take care, bye bye.